About 10 days ago, two men who were denied entry at a Saskatchewan homeless shelter were given one-way bus tickets to Vancouver by the Saskatchewan Ministry of Social Services. Yes, that's right, a government bureaucrat in Saskatchewan dumped a problem they did not want to deal with on Vancouver. This may surprise some, but for me as a lifelong resident of this city, it is no surprise. You see, British Columbia, and in particular the cities of Vancouver and Victoria, are faced with thousands of welfare refugees from across the country. It didn't take long after these two men arrived for someone to dig up the numbers on all of the whole province's welfare migrants. And it was Michael Smith of the Vancouver Province newspaper that did a fine job in an article last weekend. In the article, Smith determined that nearly 1 in 7 new welfare claimants in our province came from outside BC last year. That's right. In total, 3,100 people from outside BC made their way to our province and enrolled for welfare benefits. Of that 3,100, about half came from Alberta, which should frankly be no surprise as former Premier Ralph Klein was notorious for sending people with a one-way ticket out of the province, and it was almost always to Vancouver. And you'll have to excuse me for saying, but this is something that sullies Klein's reputation outside Alberta, and so it should. Now, I know we must be compassionate to our most vulnerable citizens, but this has gone too far. It's time to send these people back home to friends and family. It's all fine and good for Housing Minister Rich Coleman to say things like, "This is about humanity" and "it's a free country." Well, yes, but how far should we let this go? Has the minister not been looking out the window at the homeless camp that's set up illegally on the lawn of the legislature for a few months earlier this year? And it doesn't take more than a short walk downtown, down Granville or Robson Streets in the heart of downtown Vancouver to see we have a problem right here too. People sleeping in entrances, taking up shop in front of empty businesses. And no, most of these people are not mentally ill or unable to work. They are quite often young people who've drifted in from various parts of the country, playing the guitar, looking to make a few bucks. But most alarming, many of these people have pets with them on the street, as if to garner more compassion, when really, I find it actually more contemptible that they'd put an animal through that lifestyle. Now look, I understand that living on the streets of Vancouver is easier to do than most other Canadian cities, especially during winter. And sure, residents here are maybe slowly becoming more accustomed to the homelessness in the heart of our city. But are we simply going to let Vancouver become San Francisco North, a city with the largest numbers of homeless in the street? Well, we could be well on our way unless we start sending welfare claimants back from where they came from. For the Rebel.media, I'm Christopher Wilson.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.